Nope.
You just want to
Continue.
Yeah.
It's not always.
Oh, are we gonna be back in the freaking cave?
We're gonna be right out of it, I think.
Okay.
That means I can fight the trolls again. We love trolls.
We do love trolls. Troll us.
I forgot what we were talking
Nick was talking.
Oh right, I was
about
talking.
intentionality
Right.
and stuff.
Feeling better about
No,
it.
feeling better about yourself. I'm a ball of wallowing self-pity at all times. So I like to do things that make me feel better about myself, and that's honestly fine. Like you should be allowed to do that. Like climate change is terrifying, and most likely, most likely we won't be able to survive without radical changes to our personal lifestyles, no matter what. And that's a lot to swallow when you're, no one important. And believe me, I am no one important.
I think you're important, Nick.
Thank you. That really matters to
I
me.
don't really.
Alright, well,
Okay.
whatever. One out of two ain't bad.
Kidding.
Yeah. Sure. Sure, you Lee.
But like if you do this because you want to feel like you're making a small change, because the world is shit and you're doing a little bit to make it be a little less shit, that's good too.
Also,
This again.
especially recycling, I'm gonna harp on recycling just because, like, I have met people now in my adult life who actively seek to not recycle.
That's so weird. Why is it?
You learn recycling, like, okay, maybe not when you're 4, I don't know, probably different communities, but, like, people know recycling from the very beginning. Like, that's a pretty, like, common, across the board, like, I can't really think of like maybe there are, but
That's my bubble. I don't know.
I think like recycling is such a basic thing that if you are at a point in your life as an adult where you are like you know that and you learned about it and you are still actively choosing to not recycle for any reason, even if it's just like fuck personal sustainability, whatever, like your friends
Yeah.
don't super respect you.
Plus, there's a lot of good jobs in was that the Nord you're gonna fight?
Oh, maybe. But, yeah, there is a good, here's a good argument for systemic sustainability as the thing to emphasize, actually, which is that if you're in the United States right now and you're recycling, at the moment, it's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Because U.S. recycling
Wait, talk to these people. I
is
wanna
so
see what they have to say.
contaminated.
No, go do the way.
Yeah, U.S. recycling is so contaminated with things that should be going in the trash that China, which is our main export recipient of recycling products, has banned all imports from the United States. It's not importing U.S. recycling anymore. They may have actually stopped importing all recycling from foreign countries. So anyway, the vast majority of our recycling processing capacity is now gone. So anything you throw in the recycling bin now is either just sitting in a warehouse somewhere waiting or going to the landfill with your trash.
Actually,
Unless you're in New York City.
yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
it depends on your community. Like
Yeah.
the community I grew up
his
in,
compassion where none can be found.
Yeah,
You're-
not everything, but like China was the
yeah, what was
biggest.
it? 40%?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
something of our recycling.
And any
yeah.
other abominations that prey.
Yeah.
But Daedra
Check
are
out
the worst.
your town's policy.
Callous
Maybe
disregard for our
there,
lives
There are
is
some
abhorrent
places
in
that
the eyes
you
of
like
God of
can
mercy.
bring your recycling to. I don't want to say private because that sounds like monetized, but not public.
And there are also very much privatized recycling firm companies.
Yeah, no,
in a
but
lot
I'm
of towns.
saying, there are places that will take your recycling that are not like.
Oh yeah, they're not necessarily the government.
Yeah. Not
That's
the-
true,
Yeah.
but there's also just a ton of money to be made in waste management, which the mafia has made it all.
Yeah.
All of it. It's all gone.
Shout out to the Gambinos, don't kill me.
Don't say that. You can't say those things because I'm here and they'll kill me too.
That's true,
I'm
you're
always
right.
with you. I'm a witness. It's a problem. But
Fair.
yeah, the point being here, this rant is happening because it's important to recognize that people need to buy into recycling programs for them to work. But in addition, the other component that needs to be there for a recycling program or any other environmental program to work is that there needs to actually be good political will.
They
and
need to work so that
policy
people buy
making.
into them.
Yeah.
Also education,
Yeah.
because if people knew how to properly recycle, everyone knows how to recycle, but actually I think there's a lot of miseducation about how to properly recycle.
Yeah.
happened, then maybe we would have issues where so much recycling is contaminated. That
Yeah. Well, also the issue is that how you recycle varies so wildly from where you live.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to talk to people at my job, and I don't live where I grew up, and where I grew up, where you could recycle anything that is
I have told Ygritte
at
your
least
concerns.
50% metal or plastic.
Please, go about your business.
And then I found out, and I've been doing this living in where I live now, and I've been doing this and found out that that's not actually true here. So I've just been tossing shit into fucking recycling that should just be thrown out.
How do they do it here?
I don't know, but as this thing, like, I don't even know if that's true or not because it was not told. Like, I didn't find this out through the government or anything. I found this out through like a coworker.
Growing up, it was numbers.
Trust you saw the house that burned down.
All recycling has a little
Peculiar
number
bit
on
to
it.
business that was.
For a while,
And that's on top of noises from the marsh in the night.
5
Tales of monsters.
something, and then
What's a man
when
to
I
do
was
if he
like
can't look to
15,
his
they
yard for
started
help?
recycling all of it, and that was like a big deal.
Yeah, it's like sometimes it's numbers, but very frequently those numbers don't mean any like jack.
Yeah, and it changes like literally from town to town
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
county to county. Like,
Yeah, where I grew up, you had to separate your plastics into a blue bin and your paper into a
Yeah.
yellow bin.
Yeah.
we did that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't do.
But then single stream is a thing in some places.
So, life has brought you to
Yeah,
Morthal and to me.
I could do this for hours. I have a whole paper on
That which is
waste
unknown
management
can
practices in New York
create
City that I could
unease, even fear.
that I could just
Is
read
to
on
be
air.
observed.
It was so good, it
Some
got me
fear
a
our
B+.
new resident wizard.
Wow.
B plus. Oh yeah.
Tied
What a
no
great
clue.
paper.
Yeah, whatever. It was good
Sure
for what it
a
was.
good paper. That professor hated Nick because he slept through the class,
This is true.
which is maybe a fair reason not to like a student.
Yeah,
Honestly, I don't
that's
blame
very
him.
valid.
Don't blame him at all.
Till next time.
Shout out to Redacted for
Shout out to
You business Yarrow. I'd ask that you speak
Also,
to me.
while we're talking about
I do what I
recycling,
can to see that it
huge
hurts.
plug for composting,
Ah,
y'all.
you saw that, did you?
True,
Life
which
in
we should
Morthal.
do in our
Get
house.
on. We need to
People
get
are
on that.
uncertain,
I grew up,
restless.
my family composted.
Nearly look to the
We
Yarrow
had a giant compost heap in my backyard. One,
There's news of
great
rebellion
place
against
to
the
play
Empire.
when you're a kid.
And then,
What?
'Cause, like,
the men
it's
simply
always
seek
warm.
wisdom.
What?
Everything will be fine.
It's just this hill. I would play on it. I don't know.
That's what
it was
many
like
here wanted.
A 15
Quiet
foot
life,
pile
quiet
of just
play.
dirt that was kind
Now
of
some worry this
warm.
wizard folly.
And wormy.
foul it
And there
all
were
up.
worms, and it was really dope. But also like I don't know, garden starter, great. Like we just like gave half of our compost to my church at one point because they just like needed to start a garden. You can like help other people start a compost really easily, like compost starter kit. Just like give away some of your.
If
little
you're here to
compost
purchase,
stuff.
I have many spells available. Do
It
come in.
depends on where you are, but like
If you stand
compost
before me
generally
to
everything
accuse
but
me
cheese
of
and meat.
sacrificing
Wait, hold on.
children or eating the hearts of the dead, you may
Same.
save your breath.
hell yeah.
I have done no such thing, nor do I
Like
intend
the
to.
villains who actually
Simply
turn out
wish
to be
to
the
live my
heroes.
life in
Spoiler
peace.
alert in Captain Marvel.
But yeah, how'd you guys like that? Sorry.
It was good. For the first like 30 minutes of it, I was like, oh, is this movie neo-Nazi propaganda? But then they were like,
They did the
the good guys are
switcheroo.
actually
Yeah.
the bad guys. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah,
I was
right.
already preparing my angry Twitter thread. Like, why is no one talking about this?
What's his face? Really attractive.
Jude Law.
Jude
Jude
Law.
Law.
Jude Law. is really
Jude Law is attractive.
Susie is attracted to a lot of interesting movie characters.
Okay, if you don't think Jude Law's attractive, what is
No,
wrong
I think
with you?
Jude Law's attractive. I'm just
Talking about the guy from Bandersnatch.
yeah.
Leave me alone about the guy from Bandersnatch.
No.
Will Poulter, look him up and sigh.
Yeah.
He has the same energy
The
as
people of
Steve.
Morthal
That's
would
his
much
last
rather
name.
weave their own
That's fair.
horrid
You know,
tales
Yeah, but you
about
must
my
love Pete
life
Davidson too,
than
'cause you
simply
drove 12
ask
hours
me
No,
round trip to
okay,
see
that's the thing is I
They choose to
actually
fear
don't
me
like
in their
Pete Davidson. I
ignorance.
don't-
That's
I can't say
their
that it's funny,
choice.
but I
That
don't
will
find
not
his
change
personality,
what is
like,
true.
really good.
Here's the thing about
Spells
Pete
and
Davidson is that you can go into
incantations with the
any
talent to
Staten
cast
Island or North Jersey parking lot, and you'll find 5 of him.
Yeah.
Like, they're just there. They just sell you things. Not even drugs necessarily, just like things.
Things.
Like they just have a shopping cart full of shit that
Yeah.
they like stole from their parents.
I really couldn't care less about Pete Davidson. Meanwhile, I've been listening to John Mulaney stand up since I was 13 years old and literally almost cried.
And it shows.
He's such a pure man.
Yeah. So you've been listening to him for 2 years.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
I feel like now I need to disclaimer this that I'm not 15. That would be very problematic.
Would it? I mean, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, this game is rated M for mature, so.
True, we can't play games that are not.
Yeah.
Age
Hey,
appropriate.
my parents would not let me. They pay attention to the game ratings.
I would not talk video games.
My parents pay attention to like movie ratings, but not game ratings, which I think is hysterical.
What spells do we want? What
Also,
kind of
I don't think it's
magic do
actually
we
rated
want
M
to get into?
because I think I
Okay.
just bought this straight up at
Oh wait, we
GameStop.
could buy them? Oh,
Yeah.
just kidding. Wait,
I already bought a couple basics.
No, my parents bought me this for Christmas in 2011.
I just bought my mom Skyrim for Mother's Day.
Wow.
Shout out, Mom.
That's amazing.
Shout out,
gonna-
Mama.
Play.
Fear.
Fear.
I don't like that one.
She's gonna become a pro Skyrim gamer and then.
Yeah,
just-
shout out Melissa Cole.
Oh, you know,
Oh well, then okay.
Um,
Censored. We won't say the name of our professor.
Sorry,
say your
Mom.
mom's name.
We'll bleep it out.
Coleman.
We'll,
Coleman.
Coleman, yes.
Watch what you're doing.
Oh, take a listen. Oh.
Libraria.
Let's see how hard it is to. First, I will learn some spells.
It's okay, Susie. I'll bleep it out in post.
Yeah, you will.
I mean,
You
I
won't do that.
don't come from my mom. She's a lovely person.
Yeah,
We all like her.
we do all like her.
She made us sangria one time. I was just thinking about that last night.
Did she? Was I there?
It was St. Patrick's Day last year.
I don't
Go!
know.
You're not wanted here.
Wow.
All right, asshole. Fine.
Now steal his shit. Steal
You
his
need
shit.
to leave.
Steal his shit and kill him.
Stop!
Oh, oh no, we bounty.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, we're just gonna murder people like that.
Rather than child
Missed
here.
her. I didn't.
Stop
Oh my god.
Fuck, or, sorry, we shouldn't have done
Those fools are acting.
that. Hey, don't do this.
Like in real life.
Oh. Oh well. You guys told me to steal from him.
Yeah.
Alright, let me show you how a real thief does it.
All right.
Yeah,
Do this.
we have that much more to say about personal sustainability.
Not really.
Yeah.
At this point, we're just kind of playing Skyrim.
Go! You're not wanted
I want to make
here.
one more
My
point that
talents
is
are
like
much needed here in order to
the
keep
anti-environmental
Marsh
movement and the far right often
You would do well to know.
weaponize personal sustainability
Yeah.
You
more
need
than the
to
systematic
leave.
ones. They take
Or
people
those
making
troubled place.
really good
It's my
arguments about how our systems need to change to have a more sustainable future, and they say, well, I don't see you giving up flying or being a vegan, and these are not people who have any intention of changing any aspect of their lives to
Stop!
accommodate
Please!
environmentalism,
Stop right there.
and they just do it to discredit people.
Go! You're not wanted
The oil
here.
industry would love it if environmentalists just sat in their rooms shaming themselves for their carbon footprints. And on a related note, there's a lot of evidence that shows that appeals to environmentalism that center on asking people to cut out things that they enjoy, like travel or food.
Slash cultural
Yeah,
things.
they make it very unpopular, and also there's cultural sensitivity there. Like, some cultures have traditions that include eating meat on special occasions, and there's no need for white people to shame them for that. Yeah. So there are a lot of reasons why I'm hesitant to fully embrace personal sustainability, even though there are aspects of it that are obviously necessary. So that would be my closing argument, that we should personally be mindful of our own impact as environmentalists and as just engaged members of our community. But I would also emphasize that when I'm thinking about how I judge someone as an environmentalist, ultimately it's based on what kind of future are they advocating for, and what are they doing to make it happen, to look beyond themselves and to actually move public discourse.
Yeah, I think the big thing about this is that there's not a right or wrong answer. There's no no one, but especially us or not, there's no one to say oh, you should focus on personal sustainability, or you should put all your attention on systematic sustainability. These are things that you can figure out and kind of just do what makes sense for you. And also systematic sustainability, there's kind of less choice, but in personal sustainability,
God damn it! What the fuck? Why is everyone attacking me?
because you killed them.
I didn't kill anyone.
You didn't save now, did you?
So I did, which is the worst part.
Why?
So we're gonna figure this out.
Now we have to pay off our bounty.
Nope, because I told them I'd rather die than go to jail, and they're obliging.
Personal sustainability, like, do what works for you, you know, like, I have decided to give up meat, but, like, I have not always been a vegetarian, and I will not always be a vegetarian, because, like, in some cases it just, like, doesn't make sense, nor does it, like, bring me joy anymore. There are people who choose to, like, give up flying, because that, like, you know, reduces their carbon footprint, but there are also people who that just, like, doesn't make sense for.
Yeah.
Did you just die? Sorry, go on. What?
Yeah, I think it's just, it's all about, like, what makes sense for you, and I think, as Eric said, like, if anyone is trying to tell you that, like, what you're doing is not enough due to their definition of, like, how you should be ascribing to, like, environmentalism, that's, like, kind of bullshit. Definitely listen to people if they ask you for help, or, like, you know, ask you to become part of, like, you know, advocate for them or for, like, a cause, but don't listen to people who tell you that, like, your method of, like, pursuing sustainability is legitimate.
Yeah. Good night, mud crab. And good night, folks. Good night, Rogar.
I gotta save him.
CPR.
Long gone.
Rogar.
I'm gonna save him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna save him.
I know that Game of Thrones exists.
I'm gonna save him.
Ooh, we got a key from his house, though.
Yeah, now you can burglarize it without getting bounty.
We're already bountied up.
Actually, you might still get bounty. I don't know.
Alright, anyway, we have a hella high bounty in Morthal now.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
night,
Thanks
everyone.
for tuning in.
Sleep tight.
Oh, it's really hot.
Alright, fine. Leave it open. Whatever.
I'm gonna sweat now.
That's what the goal is here. We're gonna continue our game. I'm here with two halves of humans.
Hello.
Hello.
Two dead masses of
Gonna take
humanity.
my horse to the old town.
One of them drove 5 hours to Staten Island and back yesterday.
5 hours each way.
Yes,
I'm exhausted.
it's true. 5 hours one way, 5 hours the other way, just to go see two dudes.
Pete Davidson, her favorite.
No, I saw John. I was there where John believed me.
Yeah, you saw Pete Davidson.
Yeah. So you saw.
He was on shrooms. Fun fact.
Oh,
Very
cool.
interesting.
Aren't we all?
John Mulaney
Just kidding,
described
alright.
it as there's chaos backstage.
That's fun. Alright, I hid in here because of this dragon that I stupidly.
I hidden here because of the dragon.
That
Thank you.
provoked.
Yeah. Anyway,
Want to do this quest, or
let's go inside here.
yeah?
Yeah.
This is a place I've never seen before.
Yeah, neither actually.
Who knows what I've seen and haven't seen. Anyway, the other one got stung by a wasp. So that's the other
Yeah.
person.
I was stung today. I
Nature.
too have been affected by eco-terrorism.
Nature's not his fan, but
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to spring, fuckers.
You thought you could have a nice transition into spring? You were wrong.
snowberries.
Snowberries.
I'll take the healing potion.
Oh, that would have been. That's actually the only important thing there.
No, you want the bowl.
I need those bowls.
Uh,
Who do I fight here? Bones. Shit! Oh wow, you're strong.
You're gonna shit.
Oh wow, you're real strong. Oh wow, you're real strong. You're real strong. You're real strong. Oh my god. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, what? That's not the one I wanted to use. God damn it. I might lose this fast.
So anyways, Eric, what are we talking about today?
So we're having a kind of loose discussion tonight because we're all
Oh,
busy and didn't
fucking
plan things.
tired.
But yeah, we're talking about personal sustainability, defined as trying to reduce your own carbon footprint or environmental impact, and just kind of investigating whether or not we think this is a valid approach, is something to emphasize in your environmental action.
That's my answer.
Dead.
Big head.
Do either of you want to play?
I'll play.
Okay.
Tired Susie, take the reins.
Of this, no. Oh, of the game, yeah, sure.
No.
Personal sustainability examples include like recycling.
Brushing your teeth. Wait, no, not that. What is it?
That's just
Personal hygiene.
that's sustaining your person. Nick, that's the thing everyone should do.
Yeah, that's true. Do we even tweet about this thing? I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. No one knows where we are right now.
Yeah.
True.
Not using microbeads.
What I was gonna say was turning off the water when you brush your teeth.
Okay.
Oh. That makes
Okay.
more sense, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not eating meat.
Shout out all you vegetarians out there.
It's another big one.
HMU, I just made some bomb tofu. I'll give you my recipe.
I made some quesadillas.
Yeah, none of us ate meat today
Yeah.
for dinner.
Or most.
I haven't eaten today at all.
I did, so whatever, dude.
It's about
Or if you, that's only if you believe that personal sustainability is the something theory
is a solution.
is the solution, which we can differ about.
Bruce,
I'm a bad environmentalist because I own oil. That's not true.
Why are we doing quest?
It's not a quest. It's just a cave.
I mean, I'm sure there's a quest associated
We
with
probably
it,
should
but
get out of this.
no, we're just
cave.
hiding from a dragon that
Yeah.
will probably, if I know this game, still be there when we get out.
Yeah, but we can run away from the dragon. It's kind of hard to run away from these
True.
joggers.
We should really run to a town.
Ah, yes. Bring the danger to the town.
Yeah. Put civilians in harm's way.
Anyways, so personal sustainability versus, I guess, the other side of this. Not that it's necessarily dichotomy, it's kind of dichotomy. There's personal sustainability, and then there's like system level, like sustainability and like environmental action, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah, like addressing the systemic problems that cause climate change, which they're not. Oh, labyrinthian, that's where we are.
I just didn't know what that thing.
Not necessarily at all opposites, or what are they called?
Not mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
Thank you. But in my experience, I don't know if I actually want to say this, but a lot of people that put all of their focus into personal sustainability sometimes turn a blind eye to the systemic issues. And as someone who puts a lot of thought into systemic issues, I also turn a blind eye to personal sustainability sometimes. But like, I think that one of those is more helpful for the other, but I'm more biased.
Yeah, I mean, so a lot of it depends on your personal preference. A lot of people just focus more on personal sustainability, I think, because that's like more applicable to most people's like. Unless you're like an absolute member of like the environmental activists, or someone who's not like constantly thinking about like the systems that cause like climate change. And kind of how to combat it.
Yeah.
And for a lot of people, it just makes more sense. But then, as I was saying, you tend to ignore a lot of the stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would argue that there's a lot you can do as an ordinary person in many circumstances to combat systemic environmental destruction as well.
What are those, Eric?
Get involved in local activism groups like 350 or Sunrise, or
At the
any.
Sunrise.
Show up to a local town planning meeting and argue in favor of bike lanes and public transportation and affordable housing.
Fight your local Republican.
Yeah, in a bar.
In a bar on the street.
You
Doesn't
can
matter.
run against it if you want, really.
Don't add us in case you go to jail.
Yeah, this is not.
Don't say that we inspired you,
We're not
but like
lawyers.
we hope.
won't help
No, we
you.
don't. We
No,
don't
we
hope to
don't.
inspire you. Only to take nonviolent action
Fight them with
to
words.
secure our future.
But
Love elk. They taste so good. Speaking of eating meat.
do you hunt and kill your own elk, Eric?
You know what? Eating wild elk is sustainable.
Sure.
Sure, yes, if you're like using all of it.
Oh no, it's being chased by a spider. I'll save you
What
though.
about eating spider?
Yeah, fine.
Bug meat.
Actually, a bug meat is
Yep.
an up and coming thing that's happening.
Are you not going to take the frostbite venom?
You can poison so many low level wolves with that.
Yeah. Those
Even
wolves, they're hard to fight.
Poison arrows with that too.
It's true.
Yeah.
I was, bug meat's cool though. I once had chocolate covered ant sprinkles at a fair I was at. It was delicious. Yeah, they used to get ice cream, and they just put the chocolate covered ant sprinkles, and they're like crunchy and real good.
I would just rather have chocolate.
Yeah, but you know, you could say you ate ants.
So you get the experience, man.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, I think finding alternatives. Especially I don't want to eat bugs, but our world is coming to.
What the fuck? Who is that?
Nord. Why is the Nord
Why
fighting?
is this Nord attacking you?
Yeah.
Why are you...
That's what I say every time a Norwegian person comes at me.
Have you ever met a Norwegian person in your life?
Like, probably, but I can't recall
Yeah.
specifically.
They speak better English than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, they do, Nick.
Alright.
Oh.
I'm used to that. Oh, what?
Okay.
Nice.
Alright then. Where's your body? Let me harvest it. Is there a perk in this game where you can, like, eat human flesh, or does that just fall out?
I think they're talking about that. I don't know.
You can be a vampire, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, you can drink the blood.
I don't know if there's a mod.
Where is this Nord?
There's definitely a
Oh, it's right
mod.
there. It's right. Turn right. It's right there.
It's a rock.
There's the Nord body. Look to the right.
That's a... Oh. How did you get over here, Nord?
Anyways, back to our conversation.
Yeah, it's kind of loose.
Yeah.
You're gonna take everything but the orcish mace.
Oh, they have an orchestra.
As much
I didn't
as
look.
I agree with Nick and Eric that system level sustainability is important, I think it's really, really important that people not like discard personal sustainability. And
Yeah.
it really bugs me. Like, I know people who are like, you know, I don't recycle because like, why does it matter? Or, you know, just like wastewater unnecessarily. I don't know, like take resources and things for granted. One, that's just arrogant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Arrogant, but also like kind of like, what's the term? Nihilistic.
it's
Yeah.
kind of defeatist.
Yeah, defeatist. That's the word.
Also, like, like everything helps. Yes, you are one person. There are more than 7 billion, like 8, 9 billion people on this planet. You are one person recycling. Like, you yourself are not going to change the course of human history with your, you know, putting your things in the bin. But you're still helping. You know, like you're still doing some good, and I think that like personal sustainability can also help you like start to think about these things and be more intentional about like, you know, when you stop eating meat, you also start to think about like not just like, you know, okay, whatever the plant that makes these animals like emits a lot of like CO2, but also like, oh, what about all the resources that go into packaging like meat and like, you know, start thinking about these on a larger scale and it can like help with Also, it's just a big move if you're it doesn't matter, like, I'm gonna fucking upset other people just because
Yeah.
so
No, that's totally fair. I think that the part that you're talking about sustainability, making like raising awareness is super important. Also, like, I don't think I would be like, I don't know. Like, I learned recycling when I was like what 4? Like, we all, or I don't know, maybe we all did, but
yeah.
yeah. But like, you know, then you start thinking like, oh, why am I recycling? Like, I'm recycling because there's finite resources, and it all kind of just kind of pulls together. In a way. And I think that when that's a great entryist thing to do is to talk about what you can do, and it's honestly just kind of like, you know, when I decide to not eat meat, or when I decide to like, what else do I do? I don't really do anything. When I decide to like not waste water, it's a lot of it's like for my own personal like moral. Like, I want to feel better about myself, which some people say that as like a jibe, and like, you know, in some ways it is, but like also like,
Oh, well, we're done now.
well, we're done.
Nice work. You can still